Alright, I should be back online. Oh man, just do it. Do what I just said you had to do, and trust me, it will work. So I will lower my robot sounds even more because the Noob Empire racing engine is very loud. And is there anyone else needing a TP? I'm not sure that people will have to have TPs. But going back on track, we're now online with Palace Lover. He's in P6 at the moment. As it stands, it's Robo Mesa in P2 behind Infinity, Mrs. T-Ray in 7th left. And Palace Lover is around in sector 2 right before the chicane. As you here see the lap times and the sector times being set. And it's pretty calm for the moment, not much happening. Palace Lover is pulling into the pit box. Admanos is driving some very interesting lines. If I see you do that again, I will have to take some actions against that. Adman, please do not do that. Take your normal lines. This is a bit ridiculous. So he goes for the first sector. It's not even an improvement. It's Robo Mesa. He's in sector 1 as well. He puts in a purple sector 1. He's on the flyer for the moment. He now goes to the right and left-hander, very tight. Well, it should be working. Are you losing left or right shift? Because right shift doesn't work. Robo Mesa now through the second sector he goes. Can he improve even more? It's not a bad sector 2. It's not a great sector 2 either. So he now goes through the hairpin, the final corners of the track. Ooh, perfectly taken that hairpin as he now enters the main stretch. DRS enabled once again onto the finish line. What will it be? And 114.1, not a improvement for him yet, not the laps he is looking for, but a purple sector 1, so that shows that he has some pace he can use. Of course, these days. Oh, Lemon is back. He wants a TP. And Mr. Stewart pulls into the pit lane as well. In the meantime, Aqua car still sitting in the pit box. As we go first person with Hermanos. A sort of a helmet cam if you think about it, as you know, it goes across the finish line. It was an invalid sector 1 anyway, and not even an improvement. As Infinity had a good sector 1 as well, and slightly faster than Robo Mesa. He couldn't make it stick, but it shows that he has still more in it. Of course, his team boss Josh has said, please do not really show everything we got. Bolo, stand back a little bit. He's not going for that. Otmanos onto the backstretch. As I again have to respawn Mr. Sure's car. As I And Lemon is on track again as well. This time the DRS working as normal. Hoping he can get the best of it. So we look at the chat and YouTube. Eyes, of course, welcome. Of course, you're always here. I don't know how long ago you said hi, but hi to you too. Oh, no one is watching, he probably left. And as what sector times is Lemon setting for the moment? 28 sector 1. Could be better, could be worse. So you look at the beautiful pit wall. It was not a great sector 2 though. Now what will it be for Lemon? I think he will be around P7. Knocking Mr. A to P8 probably as he goes to the finish line. Yeah, exactly that. And Mr. Stewart is getting his controller. Looking if that may work for him. And Lemon improving. And that was a decent sector 1 for him. Sadly he choked his sector 2. As he's still pushing on his car, hoping to get some better laps in. Of course, those days are very important to check if the car is up to the championship standings. If if the car has what it takes, but if you have what it takes, of course you're not gonna show everything you got. There might be some moments where you are a little by little improving but not fully giving it your all as Robo Mesa. Let's respawn his car. Going back on track, it was a purple sector 3 for him with a 19.8, but his sector 1 and 2 were not that great, so he could only manage in 1.15.3. Aqua car in 1.16 for the moment. Chris in 1.14, better than yesterday. Atmanos 1.14.2, around the same as yesterday. Robo and Infinity around the same as yesterday as well, but they're clearly ahead of the field for the moment. And we're still missing some main drivers we saw yesterday, like Cube. Yuri is not here as well. HRI, the main driver for Lambo, is not here. Doesn't really matter. We still have about 2 hours of testing to go. We might see them later on. Maybe not, but only time can tell. I will try to reach out to the Ferrari drivers to see what they have to say about not coming. Will Lemon improve in this time around? It wasn't an improvement last time around. He's now P6. It's not a bad sector 1. Could be better, but it's around the second of his teammate best sector. Now goes through the double right-hander. It's Mysterious Beach there. Oh, that's a massive mistake by Lemon. Yeah, it looked like a massive mistake, but I mean, you were into the gravel fairly deep, and or the car just might have slept on you. That's also a possibility that the car's not doing what you want, but it looked like a big mistake as you're now pulling into the pit lane, of course. At least are trying to enter the garage. So you will look for a driver who's actually on track. Infinity is on track. Manus is not. Seal's on track, but it's stuck on track. Robo Mesa's on track as well. And he is here. Stotem is here. Oh my god, Lemon, what did you do? As we had to fix certain issues with Lemon's car. And no. Stotem, take your own car. As we have to make clear to Stotem to not spawn every car. I will rejoin to get my spectate system perfect again. Let's close that one. So it does not let me. Oh shit! Yeah, I understand why. I am joining on the wrong account. Oops. Let's not play that. Let me. Installing Roblox. Awesome. Well, on that note. Oh my god. And we're finally back spectating. The driver's on track, Lemon is on track as well. Stodem is having issues with his car, not really with his internet really doing what he wants it to do. I have some issues with the volume again, my bad. Now it might be reset. So standing system is a bit broken for the moment due to me rejoining, but we can see the lap times right here. It should fix itself by the time everyone has improved their laps, and if everyone has improved their laps. For most drivers, I think that will happen. Not for all drivers though. But I will keep you updated on the lap times. For the moment, you can only see the plus. Except by RoboMesa, who has a 114.4. Lemon is around, getting overtaken by his teammate. Altman is AFK. And here we see Lemon battling it out with Infinity on medium tires. Simon almost slides into the wall. I don't know what happened there with him, but as we have less than 2 hours remaining for the moment. I love football sets his first lap, he's in last place. And Harrison is on track as well. As we will bring Stodem back to track. Drivers, I have to please ask you to stay on track. I'm not gonna have to. I don't really like the fact you're all using the grass. Come on, stay on track and I'll be fine. And yeah, pretty much that. As it's quite hard to look at anything, especially for the moment. It's just Harrison on track. Lap times of course so a little bit, but I hope some people improve, otherwise I will have to see plus things all the time. Well, if football doesn't improve though, he's now at a 1:19. And he's around. Infinity. Infinity is around. Keeps it out of the wall though. As Harrison is approaching from behind the Perez Motorsports driver. Yappy could not make it today. He did some testing this morning and he was surprisingly fast. He was doing the 1:14s as well. Harrison up through the second sector he goes. Was not the best sector one, but can he improve on the second sector? The DRS enable, and it's not an improvement there either. Stodem is on track as well. For the first time in his career, he'll be making his debut this season. New rookie, of course. Together with Annoy, they have known each other from Formula 1 Extreme, a tank chassis Formula 1 league. As we will go on board with Stodem, was not a great sector one for him, but why can I not see? Bruh. As Mr. is hitting some massive leg spikes. Ooh. What happened here? Someone did a massive spiker spawn. There's now multiple spikers into the wall in the pit garage. Quite interesting. The issue is now fixed as we head back to the track. There's still a lot of drivers with that 15-second bug. Most of them are being sold. The principal is not officially a driver, he's on track anyway. Quite interesting what happens there. It's a purple sector 2 for Infinity. We will spectate him once again. Perfect apexes for him. Onto the backstretch he goes. And it's an improvement for Infinity, just slightly, but it's an improvement anyhow. A few thousandths of a second faster. But the improvement is an improvement. Is anyone else improving? Atmanos, is he back on track? I don't think he is. No, he's out of game even. Someone double spawn your car again. Yeah, Lemon, someone double spawned your car. Will be fixed. As Ala Football does another improvement, he's now in front of Paulus Lobo, right behind his teammate. And Infinity is improving once more. Ooh, I don't think he's improving anymore. And Stodom has finally started in a valid lap time. He's last though. That's principal apparently drives for BR Racing, which I did not know. And still what happened with Lemon? Okay, Lemon, stop the car, stop the car. Jump out. As I will have to teleport some people. And Stodum has put in a 119, finally some lap time for him where he has reached 120s, 28 sector 1 is good for him, 29 is far off pace, 21 in sector 3 is decent enough. Ah, I see what happened. There's not a lot to report on for the moment. We have 12 drivers on track and about 100 minutes remaining of testing. Infinity comes into the pit lane. Oh my god, Lemon for real. Why do you see I? Oh my god, my backup laptop is killing itself, overheating. Discord is bugging out. Awesome. Robo Mesa is closing in the gap on in Infinity. It's only a few tenths from each other, 4 tenths about. Chris in the 114s as well. Amanas, he's just returned, he's in the 114s. So is Harrison, and from Alafiba onwards, we're all in the 15s. Alcocorn is 16s, and then we have Palace in 17s. Partridge, better known as Carl, is still. So we have some car issues. Infinity hasn't improved. No, he has not. Never mind. we had some issues along the way. I hope they don't occur for the moment. Not everyone is improving yet. Albano still in P4. We're on board with him. He's right behind, I believe, what is Robo Mesa. Ooh, when he hits the wall. As Lemon still has issues with the car. I do not know where they came from or why they're still present, but it might have something to do with the car's left somewhere else. I do not know where it is or why he has the issues. His partridge has improved. And I believe Otmanos has an issue, but it might be an engine problem. Because we have engine problems as well. It might be might be having an engine trouble, maybe some turbo with speed not changing. I mean, there might be your turbo being dead, because that's an issue as well. As Lamin is now driving a car that's almost the same as GMG, a little bit less downforce, but the GMG was broken for him. We'll fix that tomorrow. Might be resolved. I don't know what Altman is about, but and in terms of lap, Robo Mesa and Infinity are leading at the moment. Harrison has a good amount of laps as well. Aiden, I Love Football of course, has a decent amount as well. I believe Aqua has a lot as well, but his laps are a little bit less than they were because he has rejoined a few times, but that's fine. Yeah, I got killed. You got kicked. Wesley timing system. Ooh, Lemon is around. Oh, Robo Mesa's around. Someone gave me his Astra Motorsports car. Awesome. that one removed itself. Alright. And it's quite boring at the moment. Are there any people in the audience, like in the broadcast audience, that would like an interview, like to speak, say anything? Cause sure, it's a bit boring for the moment. Drivers doing their laps. Of course, it's interesting to look at. If you feel like it, just raise your hand in the broadcast. You can still keep driving, but just raise your hand. I will get you to the stage. We have Injure Man. Injure Man, welcome.
Hello.
It has been a long time since you have been active in Formula OOF. You missed out on season 2, of course, your last race, which I believe, and your best result. I think Singapore season 1, where you finished inside the top 10, granting Rebel races there.
Yeah, it was like P8, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was enough to give your team the constructor's title. I don't know if you still know that. Of course, it's been a long time since
What?
then. That was early 2022, I
We didn't
believe.
win. No.
It's been a long time
Yeah,
since
it was
then.
like 2022.
Yeah. Well,
Jesus.
it's now 2025. We are back. New cars, new systems, and you're back as well.
Yeah.
Currently sitting in P11. 160, not too bad. Of course, it's not what the top drivers are running, but you're not too far behind on your teammate. Tell us, what do you expect from this season?
Well, obviously we're a new team. Obviously we haven't got the greatest car right now compared to the top teams. So I want to sit in the midfield battle this season. Well, Harrison's the only driver. Well, I know him very well. He's got probably outperforming his car. He's the only one I think is outperforming his car. So special mention to him. But yeah,
I mean, Harrison
midfield,
is not
yeah.
in Astra anymore. He
Yeah,
yesterday he
he left.
technically was an engineer, but he got taken away by Perez Motorsports. He's now
Yeah.
driving under the Perez outfit. Your teammate, Carl, or AKA Spartucho123, he is in game as well. He's only 2 tenths in front of you. Could you please not use the grass that much? Thank you.
Yeah.
But yeah, long season had 16 rounds to go, including the first round in Hockenheim, where we will start the season. This is only pre-season testing. Some systems are still need to be added, but I mean, a good start today. You're doing a good amount of laps.
Yeah.
Do you expect
108 yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. You get the team some good amount of upgrade points. Of
R&D
course,
point.
the next testing sessions will be like in 2 weeks' time. We have another pre-season test where we will apply all the upgrades, and as well for the teams that already haven't, and implement new systems. Your team will also get their upgrades. Do you think that will help your team improve for the next test?
Yeah, if we're currently like sat in P10s, I think if the upgrades we're going up to P6, P5. I don't know how much upgrades we're going to have, so I just need to put more laps in and not smash into a barrier like that. Yeah, just do tons of laps. Get bored near the end, but then it'll be all worth it near the end because, you know, obviously new team, you've got to try and build up the R&D points, try and make the best car and maybe it's just focus for next season. If I stay at Astral, hopefully, if I don't get sacked, it's the plan. But yeah, oh, and there's a car going backwards.
Yes, Stodem probably.
Yeah.
Of course, your Singapore Grand Prix in season 1 2022 was your best result. I believe it was a P8 with Rebel Racers. Of course, you were still a rookie that season. You were seen a lot of times behind after that race. You were still active within the server sometimes. You were definitely still present behind the scenes. You were not really driving. Do you think you will be able to improve on that best result? Get a P5 maybe or something, or a podium even? Do you expect any big results this year?
Oh, I want a big result. I think maybe a P5. P5 is probably target. Podium would be a great achievement, but we'll have to try our hardest with the upgrades and all that.
Alright. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Of course, still keeps running some laps.
Thank you.
You have a good looking car as well. Although I don't really. Oh, you
Oh.
improved as well. P9. 116. You're now getting closer to somewhat more consistent drivers. Well, yeah. Good luck. Best of lucks with the laps ahead, and talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright, we have Othman in line for a conversation as well. Othman, of course, he became a very fast rookie, notorious for high-speed laps, but his strategy is far from perfect. He hopes to improve on that this season. Othman, you're muted. I can't still talk to you if you're muted, but tell us, what are your goals this season?
Hello.
Yeah, you are live, Othman.
Yeah. Hello, guys, and I hope you're enjoying the pretty boring session I'm going so far.
Well, you're not even in game anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna join. I was just doing some stuff, but yeah, testing was going good so far. Just testing some things with the car, still getting used to it, and I'm looking for a fresh start this season, and hopefully I can do better than what I did last year.
Sorry, Artman, I had to interrupt you, but we have a very side-by-side drag race going on into the pit lane. It's man versus machine. Robo Mesa is taking the lead here over Lemon. Lemon's trying to get his place back. Who will be early in the pit lane? Will it be Lemon or will it be Robo? Robo, of course, ooh, he's pulling away a little bit, and now they're back side by side with a little bit of rubber banding. Robo throws it into the wall. Who will take the lead here? Oh, and there's a car up and over. Alright, jokes aside, of course, you have a pole position, you have podiums, you still have one thing not on your list, that's a win. Oh, you want a team P? Sure, mate. There's still a win missing on your list, and maybe even a championship as well. Lambo built a decent car. Reliability might be an issue this season, but tell us, how does your car feel for you?
Currently, I can't really tell if I want a comparison with the other guys, and if you're gonna ask me where the car is, but it feels good. Like the essentials for a car that is good for competing for podiums is there. I don't know about wins because that's back to me. But yeah, balance with the car is good, but there is some slight stuff that we can improve by time. You know, it's the start of the season, and not everything is still perfect with the car. I can say that I'm a bit struggling with power exits. But I think we need some improvements on the turbo wise or something, because Yuri, actually my teammate, was reporting that as well yesterday. And yeah, I'm still experimenting with the car right now and trying to extract the maximum from it to know what we can improve.
Yeah, of course you're not able to compete the first, not all of the first rounds. You might be able to come at Hockenheim, what you said yourself. You will have to miss a good amount of the races, but you will be able to come back.
Hockenheim is pretty like 80% or to 90% confirmed for me.
Oh my god. Someone is spawning a lot of cars. Oh my god, is the server dying for you as well? Yes, Totem, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, the game is running on 2 FPS.
Yeah, we'll have to fucking restart that shit because I can't remove all this.
Can you capture laps, by the way?
I can't, the leaderboard won't open.
Ah,
Oh my god, yeah.
yeah, we have to shut down. It's a day to forget, to be honest. There was plenty of issues today.
Yeah, but this is like not a issue about she's my fault.
Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. We are back.
Are we though?
Yeah, yeah. I'm back. In my case. A little bit of lag spikes, but it's
Yeah,
improving.
there's still like 20 million cars here, that's the thing. Yeah,
Yeah, there is a bit of lag spike. Yeah, it's getting terrible right
anyway, going back to the interview, because that was a stupid move by someone else, not our fault necessarily, but I mean, of course you were close to winning last season. Yeah, in Hockenheim you had the chance to, you got pole.
now.
Yeah, you had a good pace as well, but you could not convert that Grand Prix in that speed in the Grand Prix. Sadly, you were still a bit inexperienced. Still are technically compared to some other drivers here. Oh,
Why is lemon too short, man? Yeah, okay. Were you asking something?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me bring everyone. Then we can.
Robo is speaking Russian right now. Great.
All right, let's get back to the interview. Of course, there were some issues last season
Yeah.
with your pit stops, your strategies. There's still stuff you have to work on, some stuff that you don't have to work on. Tell us, what's your mindset going into the season?
Yeah, to be honest, there is everything to work on. Like, we cannot say that because I'm not the most complete version of myself. So can't really say there is some things that I don't need to work on. Because just like, oh my god, the NER engine is so loud.
Oh my God! Someone spawned a lot of a lot of cars again.
Oh. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm just looking to be more and more consistent than I was last season, and look into strategies even more, experiment with tires and a lot of things in general. So yeah, I will be missing some races this season, but if I can just finish the season like in the top 5 or the top 3, that will be great for me, as it's not a full season for me, and my first goal is to pay back what I didn't give to Lambo last season.
All right. I can't spectate any cars. Awesome. Of course, everyone thought you were going to GMG, but you decided to part ways in Formula One due to the fact you couldn't come. Now it seems that you still can come, but of course you found a spot at Lambo Racing. Do you think they will give you the car you like. Of course, you said you have a car that's decent enough, but will the partnership get going good again or not? This Aqua's flying.
Um, Look, if the things just as well as last season in terms of work and commitment and seriousness with this team, I'll be pleased to stay with them, even if the car is not giving absolute everything. But if some offers appears in better places, you know what I mean. I could give it a shot. But it depends also on how the season go and how the car will be developing. Currently, I feel like the car is enough for the top three. I can bring some podiums with it if performance is it looks like in testing. But yeah, I think if the car still can improve a lot, and if my pace is looking as good as it is now, I think I can do something with this car.
All right. Of course, you were third fastest yesterday. You were fourth fastest until the whole situation came to shit. Do you think you can take the fastest day today?
Not really. If you count the previous laps that happened before the shutdown, if none of the laps happened today, I don't think so. I don't think I have the current pace to be fastest, and I'm still just trying to extract the maximum out of this car. I'm still understanding the handling. I'm just trying to feel what's wrong with it, what's there to improve. And yeah, there's a lot of things to be honest to look for in this car. It's not as great as I want it to be, but good enough.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. I wish you the best of luck this season, and well, good luck today.
Thank you.
I'll invite Robo Mesa. I want to hear what the American has to say.
Let me make sure. So is my mic painfully loud or anything? I want to make sure it's not.
You're fine. You're fine. I just moved your sound a little bit lower so it's not painfully loud anymore.
Okay.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
that was a weird
Sorry,
situation just a few seconds ago.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yes, Sam. Yeah.
Okay, that was a weird situation just a few moments ago where someone spawned all the cars. Yeah, I can fix that for tomorrow. We'll see. We'll look into that. But you were looking mighty fast at the end of the before the shutdown. You were only a few tenths behind, a few thousands even behind Infinity. Can you improve on that lap? That's my question.
Well, I already nailed the 69, as you saw there. But what I will, what I will have to say is that that was a pretty solid lap. I hope to see if I can repeat it. I think I can because I know the setup that I had doing that. I just need to get the lines right. I figured out how he was doing his lines, and well, one, not a you. I'm not doing that. But two, I kind of realized that I needed to take the curb a couple different ways than the way I was before. I was eating it like, the way you would do with the BMWs. Yeah, I was eating curbs. Had to get my good feeling of it, but guess I had too much. So honestly, pretty happy with the car. Everything's working. I think we have everything we need to be competitive. I just need to figure out the strategy, and hopefully by the end I could kind of get a feel of what the harder compounds are going to be like. I think we've all just been running the soft compound the whole session, but I think to get a feel of what the harder compounds are going to feel like would be pretty useful coming into the race. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, you're very known for a different style of racing, especially let's call it the American way, if you will.
I do fucking stock car racing, guys.
Yeah, exactly. So coming into Formula One, it's a bit different than you're used to. Of course, you could technically argue you're a runner-up in the Super League class in your own league, Super League Championship. For those who don't know on stream, it's his league. It's an amazing league, sort of thing.
Sort of. Yeah, that's real. That's real.
It has loads of potential. Let's say it like that. But you got beaten by Twin Turbo V6. Now I won't summon him, but he's mighty fast. And then coming to this type of racing, it might be a huge step. Tell us, how did you adapt? Because your early laps in Essen, you were 10 seconds off the pace.
I just wasn't used to how the car was driving by. I just need to get past that. It's usually how it works, is that any car I hop into, like, there will be a learning period. I'm still honestly going through it. I think all of us are. But I'm starting to get it figured out little by little. I will say I did do an F1 series before. I forgot what it was called. I think it was like F1C or something like that. Or RFA or I don't know what it was called exactly, but it's like the one that Jamber was running.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The one then became like D1GP and then all that. That was before, or that was after though. But back in 2022, I did do Formula racing. So it's not something I'm completely unfamiliar with. It's just it takes a bit to get used to the car setups. But given we have like probably one of the best cars in the field, it's that makes it pretty easy.
Yeah, looking at the times as well, it's quite interesting in my opinion. Not only you, but Infinity and Lemon, who I had a good lap as well before we shut down. You and Noob Empire Racing, GMG of course, referring to you, but don't have the highest top speeds. Their engines are better in accelerating over top speed. And Lambo, the fastest top speed engine on the grid, and BMW, the most drag efficient cars, are not really competitive for the moment, whilst Vigo is a high speed track. Do you think there's any explanation for that?
It seems like Infinity's just a hell of a driver.
Yeah, I hope you were saying that, but of course, yeah, you're a good driver, so is Infinity. I think you guys will be involved with a lot of battles this season. Really. Yesterday I was not present, sorry for that, but I had to work. How did yesterday go? Because I wasn't really aware of what happened there.
I was still second fastest, it's just I didn't have everything quite figured out yet. Again, I'm still figuring a lot about the setup and everything. I've been trying different stuff, different aero. I think I found where I want to be. I'll probably tell the team, but there's a certain setup I think that this track just benefits off of. And I guess our car is like more high-speed oriented, so we might as well embrace that.
Well,
kind of what I'm trying to get at.
It's not really high-speed oriented, I can tell you that. We're not the highest speed team, not at all, not even close. Because there's a BMW did a top speed test yesterday. They reached 365, no 56. My bad, 356 kilometers an hour on the straight yesterday with the max speed setup.
Well, I mean, I got to 400 miles an hour before crashing.
That wasn't it.
That was a glitch. Yeah, no, I'm not. I barely get to 200. But
yeah, it kind of depends on what setup you're using, but. To be honest, we're one of the two teams that are running front wing setups as well. Noob Empire Racing has a front wing upgrade as well, which is funny because looking at last season, at Noob Empire Racing and GMG Motorsports were the two fighting for the Constructors' Championship, and it looks like that will happen again. Lemon and Cube still have to settle in a little bit, whilst you and Infinity are right at it. Of course, you still have to come back in the laps you did before. With a 27.298 Sector 1 and a 27 Sector 2 is not that great, but I mean, you're interviewing as well, so the focus is not fully on there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a feel for the car right now. Yeah, it's fine.
Does the sound work for you right now?
I'm not worried about it.
Because yesterday there was.
It is really quiet. Like the cars are really quiet.
Yeah, well.
So whenever I drive by the Lamborghinis or any of the cars that run those engines, it's like.
Yeah,
it's like every sound gets drowned out by the sound of what sounds like a fucking trumpet.
Yeah,
You know?
the engine sounds will change for every team, but I had some issues with the sound tuning, and I was like, yeah, this sounds like complete ass. So I'm not gonna use that. We're gonna stick it with the normal engines. I didn't really realize how much the sound difference was between the two, so but I was more or less referring to the sound like you had. Is that kind of fixed compared to yesterday, or do you still have like a slowly weirdly?
It's just that bad. I've just been running auto to compensate,
Okay.
and it works fine.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's I think it more or less is the server not really translating the sounds to you
I mean, it's also pretty bad, so that doesn't help.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly that.
yeah.
Because I've had the same issue with running your league. Not every time, because my internet is not that bad, but like sometimes when I join your league, of course, it's the Roblox server. So if you join like from the other side of the planet, then you're not gonna get the greatest ping and stuff. And that's the exact same what happens with me in the carry league. Like I can run the same laps, but the input delay is just higher due to the higher ping, since I practice on a European server and then join an American server. It's just a Roblox stupid issue, but you look genuinely fast, and I can see not if you do this, but I can see you in the title.
Don't worry about me just being out there as you said that.
That was on camera as well. Awesome.
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah, I spawned and I've crashed in countless different times and ways, but it's
Better to do that now
fine.
than during the race,
Well, I did that not this time or not on this track, but I remember I did that in the BMWs.
Well, you choked a lot of times in the BMWs. I don't think that's what
Thanks.
you want to talk about. Looking
Thanks.
into the season, of course, there have been multiple drivers already driving this season. Who would you say are your biggest rivals heading into the season? Drivers, teams, what do you say? What do you think? Who were you seeing the most?
I could potentially see Manos developing up as the season goes on if his team upgrades a bit more. I can see him being a threat. I obviously see Infinity being a pretty big threat. We'll have to see what happens with Lemon if he starts to get a groove for these scenes. 'Cause I was saying about what he was yesterday, so I could easily see, just my own teammate potentially being a threat.
Same car. So
I can't really say, yeah. I'm not really sure where everyone else lies because,
oh my god.
was
Sorry to interrupt you, but
my car's getting loose. Go
no,
ahead.
not that, but Infinity has just put in a 1.12.2.
Alright, we're cooked.
We're cooked. I mean, I hope you can improve. I mean, he has not done sectors you can't do. I think your biggest gain compared to him, where you have to find time where you have to find time in sector 2, I believe.
Well, one thing I will note is he has a bit of a very liberal use of track limits.
That's true. That's true.
So I'm not really going off the track when I'm saying my time. So I'm trying to replicate, real conditions. Oh, Jesus Christ!
You better not make that a real condition. Of course, the pit stop system works. I'm quite happy with that. There was like a big question mark if that's gonna work, but it completely works. I'm happy with that. It's controller compatible as well. Not that that concerns you because you're a mouse driver, but yeah. Yeah, let's not do that. Stodom. How do you like the track? This is Fago. That's a custom track. It still needs scenery. I know that, but like the layout, it's.
Well, I mean, it's South Africa. There's,
yeah, but
in the
maybe
right parts of South Africa, it looks just like this. There's not a whole lot going on. So.
Yeah, maybe some safety stuff that I needed to add because I don't see this being grade 1, but that's not the main topic.
Well, what I will say, this track in particular, there's obviously some drama that's going on my server with one of the track owners.
Yeah, I am.
I'm not going to go too far into details, but basically, one of the alternatives if that situation doesn't really work out, we've considered this track. it's a very good track, and it could work for a decent finale track. I just need to see how it runs with those cars. So,
I don't
my
think it would.
overall thoughts is it's an alright track.
Yeah, I don't think it would work for the Formula Micros though, because it's pretty big for them. But I could see the Rocks Malts and the Super Indies running here. GTI as well.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I
Exactly.
know that they're basically go-karts, but I mean, they've ran bigger tracks.
I know, but like the biggest thing is top speed, and you will feel very slow. I've tested those cars on this track, and you will feel very slow. Cause
Have you tested the newer setup
no, I've not.
from the finale last?
Robot,
Okay.
can I tell you a secret?
Mhm.
So
Uh-huh.
your UI says kilometers an hour, and you just wave it away as like, oh, it's miles an hour. It's really set to kilometers an hour, so the miles an hour you say it is, it's not running miles an hour. Although I have to say, for some tracks you can't use like the miles an hour on that top speed, but most of the tracks which I tested with the what was it called? The micros, they were not running 140 miles an hour. Not at all, because if they did, they would be feeling way faster on this track. And the same for Aston, I tested them on both.
You should be doing about 160 with the current setup. Yeah.
But that's alright.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my bad. Oh, Altman just did a 113.0. He has found some speed.
Yeah, that's why I say he could become a bit of a threat. So those are the two guys that I kind of have in my head.
Well, it looks like, and that's an advantage, it looks like GMG has a active package as well. Normally in road racing that counts over speed 9 times out of 10. Although sometimes people are so fast that they can show up half of the races to still win a championship.
That's how Twin fucking did it.
Yeah, exactly. Although I have to say I could have won it, but I've choked a lot of times and I've thrown away a lot of points because, in my opinion,
Your pit strategies were kind of bad.
Yeah, I know, but
From what I remember.
I was talking about the micros. They don't really pit, you know.
Oh.
And in the end, I
Yeah.
became a little bit inactive as well. But like, there have been races where I could have easily taken a win, and I took P5 instead, and that's like a 10-point difference, which is too bad.
Yeah.
But well, it looks like you have a active package. You have a good package. Your team has a different philosophy than most of the teams. Although I have to say, out of the top teams, it's not the lightest. It's not the heaviest, but it's not the most light car as well. As Albano's
So it's balance.
It's
And I like it. I like that.
all right. That's
Yeah.
good. That's very good.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say? Because maybe someone else wants to do an interview, or maybe not.
I guess I'd just like to see what the schedule looks like, what the tracks are.
Well, we will open the season in Hockenheim. Then round 2 of the season. I don't know.
Hockenheim?
What? Hockenheim.
What?
The
Hockenheim?
Hockenheimring.
Right,
We will
right.
then move to Australia for the second round of the season, Melbourne. Then we... Fuck, I forgot. Round 3. I have the calendar right here, by the way.
Shit.
Then we will move to... Oh, say, can you see...
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Fuck. Oh, yeah?
You know that if you do that during an actual Grand Prix weekend, you will get a 5-grid place penalty, right? For driving back on track.
What?
That's like an official
Oh.
rule we have. It's fine. I will.
That's
have
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Preseason testing. I'm
You
not
know,
gonna-
that's fine.
But
Nah,
during a
like,
Grand Prix.
you'll probably brief me on what I can and cannot do.
Yeah, exactly. During a Grand Prix, we can't. Nuh-uh. Then round 4 of the season, we will arrive here in South Africa for the 4th round of the season. Then we will make another trip to Singapore for the Singapore Grand Prix. Then we will fly again to our destination. We will arrive in Mexico for the Mexican Grand Prix. Round 7 of the season. Mijn vaderland, weet je. Waarom niet? De Dutch Grand
Assen.
Prix. Assen. Exactly. We have a Dutch driver, multiple ones as well, I believe. Although you're, I have to say, you're you're the guy who drove before you. Which, if he makes a comeback, I will definitely put him in GMG again. He's very fast as well. He was Dutch as well, the Dutchman. He was supposed to make most of the systems, but he's taking a year off to develop himself in England. That's good for him. Then we will arrive in Italy for the Italian Grand Prix, Gran Premio d'Italia. Then we will go to Canada. Then we will fly back to Europe for Silverstone around 10 of the season. Then we will go to a very
I got a question.
Yeah.
When are the GMG uniforms coming out?
I will make some new uniforms, Robo. I will make
Fine.
them today.
Fine. Alright. Alright.
I will make them tomorrow. It's already 9 p.m. My bad.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright.
But I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh, round 11. It's a very interesting place. The only reason it's on the calendar because I wanted to give a guy a home Grand Prix. It's a very special guy in the league. Never had a win. Never had a pole. Has one podium and one championship. We all know him by Aqua. Of course, it's your boy Aqua Cars 344. Because of him, we have the Pakistan Grand Prix because he drives under the Pakistani flag. Then we will go to Portugal Custom Grand Prix as well. Then we will go to Emilia Romagna. Oh, Capro is here. Oh damn, there's more people here. I might need to.
Monos with the purple sector 3. Alright. Got lock in.
Gotta lock in. Well, I will move you back to stage if you want, or back to the
Thank you.
audience. You can focus on. I
Okay.
will ramble on over the calendar. Yeah. Then we will go to Imola. Then we will go to Morocco Street Circuit and Malaysia as the penultimate round, and then we will finish the season off in Brazil. Ooh, Lemon, almost around. Is there anyone else who would like an interview? Come on, don't be shy. Give me an interview. Harrison is not up and already had one. Injured Man had one. Kukua had one. Okay, Robo Mesa. Lemon, come on. You want the interview, I feel it. Fine. Can you VC or not? Bro. Footbro. My Hebel of a computer will not let me speak. Why not? Use your phone instead. Do that. If you can't, oh, let me bring Nick. Alright, then I will just ask you the questions. You can answer in chat. So, Lemon, it was a weird day before the shutdown. Of course, I will interview you after this. Of course, Lemon, it was not the day you would like to have. So I still have to remove your car. Would you like me to remove your car or not? Because if not, then I will let it stand. Alright. Alright, there we go. Of course, the day didn't start the way you would like. The car not despawning because Totem Pro Totem spawned your car like 20 million times, and why are you lagging? What are you doing, bro? Okay, because Totem spawned your car 20 million times, then you did improve in the serve one car. You're now stuck at a 115. Tell us, how is Pro despawned? What the fuck? Tell us, how's the weekend going? Ah, you're looking at Shuffle. Well, oops. It's looking bad. I'm currently trying different setups and trying the new lines. I think I can go faster. I just need to put it together in one lap. Of course, your teammate Robomacia has come very close to infinity at one point. He's now a little bit further behind. Capro now doing his first laps of the day. Do you think you can improve and get closer on both of them? Of course, we have seen Atmanos improve as well by getting the perfect setup. Do you think it's really setup dependent, or do you think really the core of the car is not really to your liking yet? I think it's very setup dependent and obviously the driver. Alright, yeah, of course, you are not the slowest driver at least. The car, the setup, the pit stall work now. Looking towards the season, do you think you can see yourself on the podium, maybe getting wins, chipping away poles? Like, what do you expect from this season? Yeah, I can see myself on the podium. This is another track I really enjoy. The car's really great at this track, so I never expected to be up front, but Robo's up front because he's incredible talent. Yeah, of course I see Stodum into the wall, but that's just Stodum business as usual. You don't really have to expect much from him. Looking into the season, I already asked a question to Robo, but for you yourself, who do you think will be your biggest rivals? Alright, well, thank you for your time and good luck this season. Yeah, you can drive now again, Lemon. Alright, Infinity, you down for the interview? I don't know. Okay, then not. Then I will invite Nick, because I know he always wants an interview. Well, it's our only Canadian driver on the grid. Welcome Nick to the stage. You're just joining testing day 2. How is it going already so far, the first few laps on the leaderboard?
Well, I'm still trying to feel the limits because I arrived late yesterday with only 20 minutes left, and still kind of trying even now, just trying finding the right setup. What?
There was a car behind you who went completely into the wall. Sorry, I see you driving on the race and had someone behind you completely screws it up. But go on, my bad.
Yeah, just still trying to find, the right setup in the right lines because missed out on a lot of practice today and yesterday. But I think I will improve a lot, like once I do find the right round, which in fact I might have just now.
Of course, your car is one of the more drag efficient cars on the grid. You're basically a lot of drag reduction, a little bit less of downforce. Do you plan on continuing that throughout the season, just to build a rocket ship in terms of drag? Or what's the car's philosophy?
Yeah, well, we don't want like just no downforce because then they'll just make it trickier in the braking. But we do want a rocket ship, but I do want to like make sure we both get as much both drag force and a downforce as possible.
Yeah, of course, last season you came close multiple times to winning multiple podiums. You didn't take any poles, but you were, especially in the beginning of the season, you were a very good threat towards other drivers. Of course, now you have your own team, you can build the car you like. Do you think we can see the competitive Nick from season 2, the beginning of season 2?
Yeah, I'm sure you all will. And this team will just get stronger. I want to continue Dillis's legacy through this BMW partnership that I now started. And yeah, you will see many great things.
Alright, I hope to see a lot of good things this season. Going to this season, of course, it's not completely a new team. I mean, the DNA of Dillis is still coursing through the veins of the car, but it's a new team boss, new experience. Do you think you can find anything this season, like get an improvement?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, who do you see as your biggest rivals?
Well, I can see GMG. Like, if you're talking about specific, like I can see like Lemon and Robo, Mesa, and you can also see Manos and obviously Nur with Cube and Infinity. That's gonna be a bit of a tough lineup, and Chris at LGP, and also probably even Aqua at MS. But me and Steel will both try our hardest to get the most out of the car and develop it as good as we can so that we can start fighting for wins.
Alright, yeah, of course, Aqua is looking very fast the last few rounds in the BMW Cup as well. I don't know if you were present there, but Aqua led a good amount of the lap before going AFK as you slightly tapped the wall there. And then there's Robo, Lemon, the GMG, and the Noob Empire squad, of course, as you mentioned. At the end of the season, could you see yourself being crowned world champion?
Hopefully, but only the season will tell.
Alright.
I am looking to the world title, but I also do want to win the constructors. And let me just say something is that it won't be done through team orders.
Alright, let that be clear, ladies and gentlemen. He will not let the title be decided by team orders.
Yeah, I don't believe in that because I believe it ruins the meaning of racing, and it just ruins drivers' skills. Like, even if, let's say, I was in a title fight, I wouldn't order Steel, let's say, to just let me pass. Even if he was doing shit, which I'm sure he'll do good too. But yeah.
Yeah, he was here 2 days earlier as well. He had some issues with the car not really functioning like it should be, according to him. He had some issues spawning the car himself as well. What that exactly is about, but I am sure he will be doing consistent as well. Of course, you built quite a reliable engine as well. Just together with Noob Empire Racing and GMG Motors, both really reliable. Yeah, compared to especially Larari built a scarily fast engine. As long they keep it going, they're quite reliable. Do you think you will be noticing that throughout the season, that your engine might lack a little bit of performance compared to some other teams?
like my engine.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it will last. I'm sure it will last now. Like it'll be like competitive, but we will develop like because we will develop this car a lot over the season. And yeah, we want this car to be like perfect balance.
All right. Do you have anything else to say?
BMW on top. God bless BMW.
All right, pretty clear. Thank you for your time. I wish you the best of luck the remaining 30 minutes, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Infinity has left the. Is he still in game though? He is. He has left the stage. Oh, that's fine. Oh, he is in. Come on, buddy. You're on if you want to. Infinity, for the moment track record holder, 4 tenths in front of your closest competitor. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Alright, sick. Thank you for your time. Nah. But, of course, you're a rookie here as well. A lot of rookies this season. You instantly got signed by a top team for showing this kind of laps to your team boss. But tell us, how do you feel in your car? How is the whole experience for you going on?
And it's a pretty cool experience already being with a top team and being fast.
Alright, of course, our battles for the moment is pretty close. Roma Mesa was close as well, a little bit. We had some issues throughout the testing with some guys spawning unlimited cars and DRS systems not working as they should. But tell us, do you really think you will dominate this season like you're really doing this right now, or like do you think there will be a fight actually coming your way?
I think there'll be a fight since I've just got a really good setup now. So that's why I'm like so secretive about it, because it's just so stable and good.
Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Of course, every track will be slightly different. We have some higher downforce tracks coming over as well. I'll have to say the first few races of the season might be a bit more high-speed oriented. I mean, I see you fighting for the title. I see that happen. But you have seen your teammate drive yesterday as well. What do you think the team will be doing this season?
I mean, I think we'll be doing pretty well. I bet one Roebuck, but it's a 1-2 in the championship.
All right. As the rivals, what do you think your rivals will be?
Robo, Hartman, maybe Aqua. I don't know. Yeah.
All right. And which teams do you think will be your biggest competitors as well?
I mean, I don't even know what teams half the grid are at.
Fair enough. I mean, we have GMG Motorsports with Robo Mesa and Cube. We have my bad. We have NS Motorsports, Ala Football, and Aqua Curve. Of course, we have Lambo Racing with Yuri, who drove yesterday, and Atmanos. And for the first part of the season, Astrea as well, since Atman can't drive the first part of the season. Well, we have BMW with Mrs. Yuri and no. Sorry, my bad. Lemon. We GMG has Lemon. My bad. That you just spawned 2 cars. But yeah, pre-season testing, how are the systems working for you?
Working pretty okay.
That's fine, of course. We had cars going 400 kilometers an hour. It's fucking insane. I was not really expected. There's a small bug on your car though. Your rear wing doesn't fully close. It doesn't affect your performance, but it affects the visual effect of the arrest. But that's fine. That doesn't do anything.
For everyone else.
I mean, everyone else's goes fully up. Here doesn't. But that's only a visual thing. There's But
Yeah, because when I look back to see if it's like it's developed out.
yeah, well, it's enabled for you anyway. So, and you're doing quite fine. So that shows it doesn't really affect you. Ooh. Slightly touching the grass during braking. But the question is, will you win the first round of the season?
I mean, if I say no, then I'll just be doubting myself. So I'll say yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time. I wish you the best of luck the remaining 30 minutes and break a leg out there. As we are back in pre-season testing, of course, it's not a lot going on cars going on track. We might do a small test race to see if the lights will go on to begin with, like 5 laps after the testing. If you guys are down for that, let me know. Anyway, we're now watching Aqua, the season 0.5 champion. Never had a win, but I hope he will get a win this season. Would be a hero story. He's currently P4, not doing too bad actually. Is Lemon or is that Robo going out? Ooh, no, it should be Lemon. And Aqua has spun around as well. A weird accident for him. Aqua, why did you stop? And Stodom has overtaken you. Let's watch Stodom actually. Rookie driver as well, also coming from Formula 1 Extreme. Will he enable the DRS? No, he will not, because Stodom is retarded. I'm not gonna even say that on YouTube, my bad. I didn't even realize I went faster than yesterday. Well, Aqua, you did, and if you keep it up, you will even come in the 114s as well, as Ricky Harry is in the 114s as well. And Lemon soon the 115s. I wonder what's that about. Could have been a 14.4. Alright. Well, 9 drivers on track for the moment. We had a little bit more. I will check the results a little bit later. And let's hope Sodom doesn't spawn unlimited cars again. As Wacky Harry now is overtaken Aqua for that 4th place spot. He's in P4 currently. And yeah, it's 16 races this season. I already talked about the calendar. It's a long calendar ahead. Hockenheim, the first round of the season. I know Josh doesn't fully agree with that, because he said, I love Hockenheim, but in my opinion, it should not be the opening round of the season. Robo Mason, I know 112s again. A 112.9 for him. Capro, still 9th. Looking to improve on that, I assume. A 116.9. He's the only driver still in the 116s. And looking at the leaderboard, we have a variety of cars. There's, if I say correctly, 7 constructors out there. 8 even, I think. Currently on track, 8 constructors. Yeah, I believe so, yeah. As we know, currently are on board still with Stodom, driving on the medium tires, testing those out, and now we will look at what Wacky Harry has to say on track. Through onto the backstretch he goes, across the finish line, now through turn 1 and 2. Beautiful apex. a late apex for that turn as well, because the turn kind of tightens up, not opens up. I don't know really how to explain it. Turn to a little bit of a longer hairpin where you have to brake straight and take the later apex as well. He takes an early apex, quite interesting line by him, and he's lagging and he's driving again now as he goes onto the back stretch to the fast right hander here to the right. Will tighten up and become a very hard left turn. A beautiful line by him. Ooh, slightly on the grass. And that's fine. Now the double right hander. Can he keep it straight? This is a tricky one. Into the chicane. He keeps it somewhat straight. And what is his sectors doing? Not an improvement in sector 1. Across the second sector he will go. DRS enabled, of course. Under the bridge sector thing, he closes his DRS as well. As Injure has improved. As Otman will leave the session. Well, he has put in a good amount of laps. He's happy with his result, and Wacky Harrison did not improve. And let's see what Nick has to say. He will now leave the track first out lap. He's on soft, so I assume he will be pushing for that lap as well. "20 minutes to go here in the FIGO. And it's still Infinity on top, Robo in third, and Ockman in second. They are all doing the 112s, and then the rest is either 114s or higher. As Ockman, my bad, Capro is out on track in his outlap, but still pushing the car quite hard. Ooh, almost spins it, cuts the corner a little bit. As behind, is that Lemon or Robo behind? No, it is Capro right in front of Robo Mesa. Robo Mesa is gaining a little bit on him. What's Robo's lap time is doing? No improvements for him. And Nick will start his lap right now. DRS for Robo as well. They're pretty much in each other. Akasasbr. Very good exit for Robo. Robo's already flying away. As Nick will first hit the first sector thing, as in the background we see Lemon almost spinning around. Will it be an improvement for Nick? It's not. It's a 28.1 sector 1. As she now goes through sector 2. Of course the BMW should be a very high speed car. I don't know what setup he is driving though, so that might not help his case for the moment. As he now goes through the chicane, will become the second sector. Will enable DRS, of course. Not a good sector 2 either. I don't think he's pushing that hard. Lemon isn't pushing that hard either. A 35 sector 1, that's outlap, I assume. Across the finish line, and it's not an improvement for neither. As Lemon, wow, what a overtake by him. Goes onto the grass a little bit, side by side here in FIGO. Already racing action going on. Capro doesn't let it go without a fight. Lemon is now fully in front. Into the hairpin we go. Can Capro fight back here with Lemon? Capro gets the DRS on Lemon, but so does Lemon on himself. And Lemon is fully ahead, and the fight is over here today. Did Capro improve any bit? No, he did not. Palace Lover has not either with Nick. Capro is improving himself with a 26.7 sector 1 and 27 sector 2 though. That's not great for him, as we will go on board with how to choose Nick. Still on those medium tires, as Aqua has a very interesting pit exit. Ooh, Stodum crashes. And now Stodum is reversing the wrong way. Lemon has improved, he's in the 114s as well. As we have a pit stop, we're going live here for Infinity, and he goes again. As we now see Robo Mesa slide across the track. And F1 Racing fan, I do not know who that is, but he's doing laps as well. But which car is he using though? Well, he is not driving anymore, but he has got on the leaderboard. But okay. No, he's not. He's not. He has gone on track anyway. I can't really explain that. We're in the dying stages of this session, and then I have gotten ping, so let's see what that's about. Okay, is there any steward? No, at the moment there's no steward, so that's alright. And we're now watching Lemon, the Swedish driver from Sweden. Yeah, I just said that. Driving for GMG Motorsports, wasn't planning on driving in this league in the beginning, you know, but Aqua Car and stuff, blah blah blah, I don't know. He's now here to stay, driving with the league for a top team, one of the better teams this league has seen. Although GMG Motorsports started a bit bad in their inaugural season, were 9th in the constructors with 6 points. And you could argue, well, the inaugural season had only 3 races, but then again, 6 points is not something, maybe even less, I believe 2 points, it's not something you could be proud of. In season 1 they came back, they won the driver's title, they got 2nd by just a small margin in the constructors, as Lemon improves once again. That's a good lap by him, an absolute stunning lap. Still a little bit of time to gain, but he's not far behind his teammate anymore. I think he can be happy with that. Very happy, and he is. I am so happy with that. Yeah, well, after the session ends, I will do a lap to see what Rampage lies, just for fun. You know, I'm not gonna do it now. I'm hosting the session, but it looks good, looks decent, and I think your team boss will be quite happy with that as well. 11, you know what the difference is between you and Albon. You're Swedish, so you're not gonna be Albon. And after that amazing argument, let's go to Infinity. For the first turn, the number 10 car. Nope, that's true. That's true. Let's keep it that way. The question now is, can you get the 112s? That's the main question. Oh, oh, weird accident by Infinity. That's a very weird accident. If you have that mindset, then you will never get 112s. As we will watch a guy who I haven't watched in a little bit, as we watch Aquacar and see him overtake Wacky Harrison. Yeah, and the top 3 is crazy fast. Look at F1 racing. He did a plus 15 lap, like 15 seconds. That's insane, bro. Nah, but jokes aside, they're fast, but I'm sure you can get close to them as well. As Aquacar now opens his DRS onto the main straight, he goes across the finish line into turn 1. He is looking very good as well. I think he'll be a danger in the midfield, snooping away podiums where possible, maybe even get his inaugural win this season, maybe an unexpected pole, you never know. You know, very funny joke. But yeah, Aqua, 1 podium, 0 wins, 0 poles, 0 bitches, but 1 Formula OOF world title. You know, fun story. Nick, maybe try a -10 setup for just for fun. Try it, because you have a very drag efficient car, so it should do good. maybe, you never know. If he did, then I should be ashamed, really. This is gonna be a 111 trust. Okay, we're gonna watch Infinity then. DRS will be enabled. Through the first sector he goes. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Infinity. Shuffle spawning. Oh. Okay, if you get a 111 next lap, then I will definitely kill myself. Is Aqua AFK again? Yeah, I assume he is. Yeah, he definitely is. Okay, Infinity on 111. Oh, and Omis has joined. And I have to say, like, a friend of my little brother has a YouTube channel as well. He has asked me if I please could tell you to subscribe to Desktop Hotspot. You should do that, you know, it would make his day. And Omis, if Omis... If you want, you could join the server. Join the voice chat. There's a lot of people joining already the server. Infinity had a purple sector 1, but its sector 3 was ruined. Infinity not happy with that. 12 minutes remaining in this session. Now we're on board with Capro. He did improve just a little bit last lap. He's Capro is improving ever so slightly again. Crude sector 1 for him, not the best sector 2. Will he make it an improvement again? Across the finish line he goes, and it's another improvement by 2/10 already. Maybe he can get into those 15s and attach himself to that midfield battles that he's currently not getting into. The lead drivers, Infinity, Almanos, Robomesa and Lemon, currently on the top. And then we have Wacky Harrison, Aquacar Palace, and How to Choose Nick, aka Stodum. For Artem, pretty much how you know him. He has the most amount of alts of everyone I know in P in the midfield. And now Captro for the moment still a little bit more to the rear, but still fighting his confidence. And I'm pretty sure he will get to those 15s, if not 14s. So we're still on board with him with 10 minutes to go. As we have a lot of laps today, the total laps for the moment here in this version of service 252 laps, but we have done some more today with other drivers and other servers that got broken, or I don't know exactly what happens, or in limited car spawning. Those issues have been resolved as Capro now doesn't want 18 again. Nick has improved to 115.1 last lap. Although I don't think he's have been driving for a long time. Is he even still on the server? No, he's not. Alright. Three cars are on the backstretch: Aqua, Infinity, and Nick. Nick not improving in his first sector is at 29.4. Infinity not improving, it's invalid, and Aqua is not improving either. Wacky Harrison does a 114.2. He's in the 113s as well currently, 113.9. Maybe Aqua might have to dip in those as well. It was a 6/10 difference between Aqua and Harrison in the first sector. But Aqua is very much faster in the second sector. If you can keep the third sector going good, now Aqua might be on for a 113 as well. DRS enabled. Onto the back straight, on the main straight he goes. What will his third sector do here? and it's a 20.8. That's where he loses all his time. If you can get that second sector by 8 tenths quicker, then it's already 114.2. And if you can match those 19s the latest are running, then he's on for the bigger part of the lap. So he now goes to the hairpin again. Ooh, Tokyo Drift. Rear's locking up completely. Not something that helps him, but now going to sector 1 again. It was a better season. Okay, he's in the server, homies. I will invite you to stage. I would like to get some talk with our previous commentator. Omens, welcome. It has been a very long time since we last ran racing with this league. You have been gone a long time as well. Of course, you're here as a spectator, not a commentator, but welcome on stage. How are you today?
Hello, yes, in a slightly different role, former commentator now, not quite the proper commentator for this season, but yes, looks like a great season. I was actually at the livery launch a few days ago as well, so all the liveries look nice. The season is getting back properly underway. I know a lot of preparation has gone into it, considering the last race that I did was around the halfway mark in 2023, and there's not been a race since then. I think it does pretty much say how much preparation has gone in to make this season perfect.
Yeah, exactly. You had some big issues as well. We don't have all the systems we would have liked. But, life does not always give you lemonade. So, yeah, but we're doing preseason testing, and it has been such a long time, and I'm so glad that there's still a amount of OGs that stuck around, like Aqua, and we have some other drivers returning as well. Like even drivers before you started commentating are back. That's the beautiful thing. Like drivers you haven't met because they drove before you and now are driving after you left as well. That's great. We still have some familiar faces. We also have some temporary breaks, like the Dutchman. He's gone for a little bit. Cube is back as well, but for the moment not really up to grabs. Yesterday he couldn't go faster than a 115, which is still a little bit behind. Capro, of course, he was a rookie sensation. He's still struggling a little bit, and now we have a new face like Infinity, who just came in and broke pretty much track records instantly the moment he hit the track.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great to see all of these different drivers in one space, in one season, whether it's old drivers or some new faces also coming in, all of them all doing battle, part of different teams, and it's great to see it all work out. Of course, this long preseason testing allowing them to get up to speeds with their machinery, and it's really useful for some of the new drivers as well to settle in, get some experience, and get some practice in terms of what works and what doesn't, because this is absolutely where it's at in terms of making sure that the setup is nailed and all of the different aspects that you have in this league, which you won't see anywhere else.
Yeah, exactly. And only that, we have almost every team has completely new lineups, or at least one new driver. We have a few new teams. We have 4 new teams this season. We removed 7 last season or something. There's a lot of inactive teams. We have a lot of active teams this season around. 4 of them are new, and a lot of them, of course, with the new teams, there's a new lineup for sure. We have like for example, Anas Motorsports. They joined midway through last season. I don't know if you still recall them, but they now have 2 veteran drivers, I Love Football and Aqua. Aqua, of course, the one-time championship winner in season 0.5. And I gotta say, man, he looks mighty fast this season. He has had a new laptop, and we have a BMW Cup in the meantime as well. And he has led laps there before he had to go AFK, but he was leading the Grand Prix before he had to leave, and that promises something for the Formula 1 division as well. He's very experienced, he's very active, and he's very hungry for that first and maiden win that will seal his his legacy forever, because for the moment he's the championship winner without a win, and he would like to change that.
Yeah, absolutely. If you do find yourself not always finding the goal that you were trying to achieve, or even just do a little bit better, you always, of course, want to win the championship, even if you won multiple in the past, even if you won none. It's always the same goal. The drivers coming in, so it's always amazing to see all of them go to work, because at the end of the day you can only have one champion, but every single driver wants to be that champion, which makes it always an amazing thing to watch. And when we do get the entire season going, it's always very interesting to see, and it's always fascinating to see all of the different storylines taking place, and every single round, the order changing up and through the field, and it really does show that who is really good at certain style of circuits and who possibly struggles at other types. So we really get to see some mixed results throughout the season, and that's what, of course, racing around amazing circuits like this allows us. So a very fascinating season in prospect. I think we can absolutely tell. We've got some incredible drivers right now out there on the circuit, more also to come throughout the season. So it's going to be absolutely brilliant. And yes, unfortunately, we'll not be able to be a part of it, but I'm sure you'll do a brilliant job in the commentary box, Shuffle.
Yeah, I will try my absolute best, you know. Although I have to say today is a bit tough, but yeah, I've tried to fill up 3 hours of absolutely not much happening, you know. So a little bit of interviews, a little bit of information what will happen. We have talked about the calendar. It will be a 16 race calendar. Originally it was 21 Grand Prix, but I just could not find the time to make all the tracks in time properly, and I would like to sacrifice the amount of tracks over the quality of tracks. So that's why we have a little bit less of Grand Prix. But then again, it's more than last season, and well, it's 2 minutes remaining. We had some issues along the way. Yesterday was completely fine. Today, I tried to add the DRS button for the controller, which is now working, luckily. But in so doing, I accidentally removed the limitation of you have to be in a DRS zone, so you could activate it everywhere. And once disabled, the drag stayed the same. So we had cars going 600 kilometers an hour at one point, which is a bit too broken. I don't know how that happened, but yeah, it's great to be back. And in the first round of the season will be Hockenheim, and as you said, different tracks, but we also have different conditions. Of course, weather will always be a factor. Well, in South Africa, the sun almost always shines, so there's no threat of rain here really. But in 2 weeks' time, we have our second week of pre-season testing, where we add all the systems to look if they are working, if everything is up to proper standard, and most teams will finally have brought their upgrades officially, and there might be a small shot of rain there as well. You know, it's the Netherlands. The weather there is always unpredictable. We have seen that in Zandvoort. We will see that in Essen as well. It's a bit up north more, so it's a little bit colder unusually, but we'll see what happens there. And yesterday we had 18 officially signed drivers on the track. We had 23 total drivers, where some drivers just randomly invaded the track and started driving. Today a little bit less, some people were busy, but I mean, don't look at the leaderboard. We have had other drivers before we had a service shutdown, but it's the activity is back, the hype is back, and I am back as well. We're quite happy with what we put together. The cars look great, the track looks great, the systems are working so far. And yeah, it's just looking at what we can achieve this season.
Yeah, and there will of course be some technical issues along the way. When so much work goes in, some things that you wouldn't even imagine on roadblocks taking place, there will always be a couple of technical problems. But yes, it's come a long way. I remember a few times when I was getting ready for an FP1 that was delayed by about hours, and there was all sorts going on. So it definitely has come a long way to have everyone out there on the circuit. And yes, when we've had such a long time away, it does mean that the hype increases ever more, and we're even more looking forward to the season that is in prospect. And it means that all of the hype, all of the attention goes to this league and seeing who's going to come out on top. And when you do get all of these new drivers and drivers returning and also drivers upgrading their technology all along the way, you can get a very interesting result, and something that probably wouldn't have happened about a year ago.
No, exactly, and especially the cars. Well, I finally found someone who was willing to make liveries with me, and as pre-season testing days officially over, drivers are finishing up their laps and coming into the pit box. Maybe some of them want to do a post pre-season testing interview, post pre-season testing day interview with us. We'll see about that. They will finish their laps up. But yeah, then again, we have a pit stop system, and all the systems should work with the controller as well, which is absolutely amazing, because I can remember the days where we didn't have the controller friendliness, you know, where we have to aim the controller a little bit, the thin thick sticks with the pit stop systems. Absolutely amazing. We're not that mobile friendly, but then again, if you drive on mobile on Roblox, I think you should try another career maybe, you know. But it's awesome. It's awesome. And Drifting Casey, a little bit late, but he's on track as well now. Awesome. 118.4. He's the slowest driver of this pack. He's not the slowest driver of the day. A driver you and me both know, Mrs. Dure, was hitting 120s and he had some car issues, which is exciting as well. This season will introduce engine reliability, and we will see how that all works up tomorrow. The system was not fully completed, but we'll see how that all ends up tomorrow.
I mean, just more jeopardy in there as well, with more reliability and all sorts going on. I mean, more than you just get on an F124 league due to how the F124 game is. So yeah, everything that goes on here is just absolutely incredible. As I mentioned, definitely takes quite a lot of work, which is why this season, as we've already mentioned, has taken a long while to start. But when it does get underway, it's going to be the best season that we've had, and that is what we absolutely love. We've been waiting for it. So will be really great to watch when I can and see how the drivers do get on in the various races that we will be holding, and to also see how the championship also plays out.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, you're always welcome. You're always free to commentate with me. I'm fine with that. You're also free to just watch. Races are streamed on YouTube, of course. For the people that are watching know already that we're on streaming today. You know, yesterday wasn't stream, had to work, so I had my backup doing the hosting, Infinity driver as well, but it was doing fine. Today I'm hosting, and tomorrow I should be hosting as well. Well, absolutely amazing. It's a weekend packed with activity, and we can see that in the server as well. People are talking and people are sharing their lap times again, and it's just wow. And like, we have in this weekend already, we have like 7 new driver signings. We have multiple drivers who want to sign up as a driver. And in theory, the Formula 1 grid is full. Like fully full, and we haven't had that in the league before, that it's practically full.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's amazing to see. And yes, thank you for the offer as well in terms of coming back in the commentary box. I thought I had a couple of minutes, so I thought I'd just quickly pop in and see how everything was going on. But yes, IndyCar Practice 1 is going on, and there's all sorts going on, which I'm covering this year. So it does mean that, unfortunately, no plans as of yet, unfortunately, to come back for a race, but definitely, if there, I'll definitely be tuning in when I can, all throughout the season, and also if maybe in the next few years I do get a chance where I have a bit of a weekend off, then I could definitely try and come back for a one-off. So yes, but appreciate the offer, and really thank you, of course, to all of the drivers here for their incredible support. Before, when I was doing it in this role, I think everything happened so quickly that I wasn't actually able to say that to all of the drivers here. But an absolutely incredible community of drivers and people in general. So a huge thank you to everyone for that, and I wish everyone the best of luck for this season, and of course you as well in the commentary box shuffle, and hopefully you're going to be treated to some brilliant action. But I've got to really run off to IndyCar practice, so thank you, and I will see you all later.
I enjoyed the IndyCar, man. See you later. Alright, for the people on stream, that was it for today. Thank you for watching, and we will see you for tomorrow for the second part of testing. Goodbye.